going to try out Blitz.js, and yeah, I want to check if everything is all right. Check if I'm live. Yep, live. So if you are there, then you can just send a chat. So what my today's intention is try out Blitz.js. So what Blitz.js basically is, it aims to be let me know if my audio is clear. Let me decrease the volume. Okay, so what Blitz.js basically is, it is like a Rails framework built on top of React. So we can check it better on the Blitz.js homepage. So it is actually aiming to be a full stack React framework. You must have heard about Next.js. So Next.js aims to be a front-end framework for React, and but it is not a full stack framework. Like if you go to the docs of Blitz.js and you can compare Blitz.js instead of Next.js, you can see that it is clearly written that Blitz.js aims to be a full stack framework and Next.js aims to be a front-end framework. So yeah, like Next.js basically, like though Next.js has API routes, it is basically meant to be used for front-end tasks, and Blitz.js is does both the backend and front-end. So for this, it is eliminating the API. So let us read through this. So data layer, the new Blitz data layer is a novel technology for eliminating the API while retaining client-side rendering. Okay, in a Blitz app, you can import your server code directly into the front end. Oh, cool. So you don't need to build an API and do data fetching from the front end. At build time, Blitz automatically inserts an API call that runs the server code on the server. Okay, Blitz essentially extracts your API into compile. Okay, so like our server will be abstracted into the build step or the compile step. This is a game changer for React app development because it eliminates entire portion of traditional React app architecture. This means it's easier to learn, faster to develop, and more fun to build things. That said, you can continue doing data fetching by REST or GraphQL. Okay, so like if you want to use a third-party API service, then you can obviously use that. Also, like we have to in Next.js we have to put all our pages inside the pages folder, but what it does it makes it relaxing. It means that we can have app, then pages, and inside that we can have all the like about, blog, marketing, etc. And suppose we have the app, then products pages, then we can have everything after slash products to relate to the products category. Same for admin. And we have built-in authentication. So session management is there, and it works with any identity providers, including self-hosted email and third-party services. Authentication is something. Okay, so I don't know if we'll be able to cover this because this is also my first time trying Blitz.js. And what it uses under the hood is Prisma. So I have actually not used Prisma much, like never. I know what Prisma is, but I have not used Prisma. So what it basically is, it is kind of similar to an ORM or an object relational model. So it is a like we access database using this Prisma, and that is being used in Blitz to create our API, like to call the database. Okay, so yeah, and also like suppose we want to there are many installer recipes. So like suppose you have installed for example Tailwind CSS, you must have seen that we have to install a couple of things, then we actually have to create the configs and all. So what if you are using Blitz.js, then what you can do is let me so what you can do is we can actually use Blitz install Tailwind CSS, etc. So we have it inside the recipes part. I think. Yeah, we'll get to that. and yeah, deployment alone. So a new Next.js app, okay. So yeah, and also like for a new app development, if you use Next.js, then it is totally bare bones. You have to set up all the ESLint, prettier, Git hooks, etc. But Blitz actually pre-configures this, and so it is awesome. So I think what it will be better for us is we will just go through the quick start or tutorial. Yeah, so let us install Blitz first by the tutorial. So let me go to code, create a and git bash. Create a new folder. No, we'll just create it in this. Copy this path, cd into the folder. Okay, so let us install Blitz first. Simple npm install. And yeah, I forgot to mention, but it is written clearly in the tutorial itself that Blitz is a alpha software, so it is not meant for production, but you can build an app and deploy to production. So there are many apps in the wild which are using Blitz, and like there are job openings using Blitz too. So this is a website which is broad, and it uses Blitz, and it has login, authentication, everything, and yeah. So this is a very cool, like this is a changelog app, and let us go and see an example. Yeah, so like this is just a changelog kind of a thing, and yeah, this is built using Next.js. Yeah, so it is really cool. So so let us try out Blitz now. So we'll install Blitz, then let us see. Walkthrough tutorial. The tutorial is a great way. Okay, so let's go to tutorial, and let me put the link in the chat for this. So let's wait for it to install. Let me check something. Okay, so I hope you can hear my voice now. I think the audio was a little bit loud. So I've adjusted the settings, and now let us actually wait for it to complete. You can see my screen, right? So it is taking some time, maybe with because of my streaming. So let us actually go to the tutorial and let us see what it is saying. In this tutorial, we'll walk through the creation of a basic voting application. Okay, we'll assume you have Blitz installed already. You can tell if Blitz is installed by doing this. Okay, so it is installing and creating a new project. If this is your first time using Blitz, you'll have to begin some initial setup. Okay, cool. So I'm ready to do this. Let's wait for it to install. uh, by the way, if you guys want to follow me on any platform, then you can go to this URL. Like these are my, okay, so the YouTube link is, let me, so this is the YouTube link. You can just give me a subscribe. It will really motivate me to create more videos. So it's taking some time. So yeah, like let me, like if you don't know about Next.js, so what Next.js is, like React basically identifies itself as a library, right? So Next.js is a React framework. Like suppose in React, suppose you are using vanilla create React app, then for routing you have to install your you have to bring your own router. For authentication you have to or for or for state management you have to use your own stuff. For styling you have to use your own stuff. But like Next.js solves somewhat that problem, and it and like there will be zero configuration. And the best part is like files, like I told you about the router, right? You don't need a router here. So if whatever you put inside the pages directory, same with Blitz.js because it is built on top of Next.js. So inside of the pages directory, if you create anything, like suppose you create inside pages about.js, then that component will be rendered in slash about. Yeah, so you can you have zero configuration. You can take an hybrid approach. And there was server side rendering for the longest time in Next.js, and they added the static site generation recently. So you can pre-render your pages either at the like at the build time while it is getting compiled and you deploy it. Then you can build the pages for static sites. It will be quite fast. Or else you can make it to you can make the request and pre-render the page during the SSR. Like these two, like if you use create React app, like in contrary to create React app, Next.js is really helpful and really advantageous in case of for SEO, search engine optimization. And yeah, this is not yet introduced. Like fast refresh is not yet introduced in create React app. So what it does is, suppose you have some state and you change something in your code. If you come to the if you come back to the browser to check, and what happens normally in create React app is everything gets refreshed. Like it is like clicking on the refresh button on the browser. But in Next.js, the fast refresh comes into play. So only those parts that you have changed will get changed. It will keep all the state, all the props as it is. So it is really cool. And yeah, this is a very cool thing. We have API routes. Uh, if you want to expose you want to do small stuff, and you want to expose your API, you can do that inside of Next.js itself. Like you can create a folder inside the pages folder. You can create an API route inside API folder. Inside that, you can create a hello.js, and if you go to /API/hello, that function will be executed. Like it is really cool. It is completely free of cost, and is a serverless function. So let me on the chat Next.js. Okay. So is it installed? So it is taking quite some time. I don't know why. So now let us come to Prisma. So what is Prisma? So we can access the database using Prisma. So earlier Prisma 1 was all about GraphQL and stuff. So now it has actually changed, and we can use my Postgres, MySQL, SQLite, and these are small videos that we can actually go through to connect the database. But we are actually not using those. We are using Blitz.js, so it will handle that for us. Okay, so we can use Next.js, Express, etc. Actually, I was willing to use, Next.js with Prisma. Okay, so this URL is not working. JavaScript, press Next.js. So we can do that also, like instead of using Blitz.js, but Blitz.js actually adds a lot more things like authentication and a lot of other stuff. Like I have not gone through all of that, queries and all, patience. Okay, so we are using queries. So what do we use in Prisma? So let me go to API, user service. Let's go to the fetching of the post. Okay. So actually, under the hood, it is using what do you say? Actually, under the hood, it is using this Prisma. So actually, all of these are which will run on the server and it will do stuff like fetch stuff from the database and all. So write query resolvers. Blitz requires queries are plain asynchronous JavaScript that run on the server. Let me change this. Okay. So queries must export a function as the default export inside the queries folder. Okay. So we'll create a queries folder, and inside that, okay, cool. So like queries can be nested as deep as possible, but we have to create a queries folder, and they must export a default, like export a function as the default export. Okay, so input the first tag argument. There are no special context. This context object is automatically provided by Blitz. It is used by HTTP middleware to provide data. For example, authentication middleware can provide context.session, all the data about the current user session. Okay, so we are using db project.find on. So what is queries? What are queries? React component to use one of your Blitz queries. Call the use query hook. Okay. So it is using React query. Okay. So it automatically provides awesome features. This is automatic caching and validation. Okay, so for like in a very high level, for get requests to our API, to our database, we are using queries, and for doing post requests or put requests or delete requests, like to modify something, to mutate something, we are using query. Use mutation. Okay. On the server, we can use server side query. Okay, cool. So we have to actually write a mutation, then then do what it resolves to. That is a mutation resolver. It install still. I should have installed this before the stream. Just wait. This is actually my sister. She's having some fun. Yeah, so it is installed. It is going to. Yep. So it is installed finally. So let us go to the tutorial and follow the steps. Thanks for trying out. Okay. Let us check if it is installed successfully. Blitz -v. So the version that we are using is 0.2. Okay. So let us create a project. Blitz new my site. So it is a voting apps. Blitz. This should create a my site directory inside our current directory. Let's look at what Blitz new has created. Okay, so we have to wait for this to get over. Pick a form library. What should we use? Okay, let's go with the recommended. Okay. So now it is retrieving the dependence. I should have done this at. Sorry. So the npm install is taking some time. Let us wait. So it is fetching the packages. Yeah, let me come back after this installs. So finally, our app is ready. So what it is, it's app. How can I switch from by default it's local SQL database. If you want to use Postgres VS Code is pretty cool. You agree, right? Okay. So we have this. First, let us do this. So let me actually put the correct So I have actually put my database URL correctly. So this is done. Now let us go to open db/schema.prisma, db/schema.prisma. Okay, and you need to change the asked, you can name the migration anything. Okay, cool. So you can name it anything you want. Install an extension for showing this in syntax highlighted code. Change this Prisma schema loaded from this. Why it's taking so much time? I don't know. Name of the migration, let's do first. Done. So we have converted. Let's do a commit. Okay, let's go back to the tutorial. So we have a directory, my site, or called okay. Okay. So what we have is app components. Inside app we have pages for 404, etc. How can we run this app? Let's start. Okay, cool. Okay, so it is applying Husky pre-commit checks. कौन हाँ what are our dependencies? We have Prisma CLI, Prisma client, we have Blitz, React, React DOM, React error boundary, secure password, Zod. Okay, so why did the music stop? I don't like this feature of YouTube asking me if I'm still watching.
know it's hard when you don't get the time to do the things you gotta do.
We don't have a pretty errors.
Always moving forward, always on the go. I hope you take a moment to take it slow. Let me be the one to ease you.
So it is successfully compiled. Okay, we have some errors. Okay, this is a warning, this is a warning, this is something 404. Okay, cool. Congrats, your app is ready, including user. Okay, so we have sign up and login already built in. Like if this works, this is pretty cool. Okay, so it has not created the tables. Then where is it storing our database? Like our users. So let me actually have my lunch and come back. Then we'll continue doing this. Till that time, listen to music.
trust when you wait. You're stronger when the lucidity of your state. So take a breath and look on it when you wait. Stop and realize and forever remain lucid in your waking day. No one can take your dreams away. Lucid in your waking day. No one can take your dreams away. So now lose yourself, your image lies within your own mind and under control. So now see yourself as one with all and always be it what you know. So take time to arrange the possibilities and obey. With one door closes, another one opens. So there ain't no shame in knowing how to play your game. With one door closes, another one opens. So now take a breath, realize it's all a dream through your eyes.
that this is not a problem. Okay, so this is some error with pushing. So let's see that. So our app is running and we have created one user. Let's go to slash projects. Maybe we do not have any. I think we have to create okay, it is saying that we have to generate a project to add a new model to our app. Okay, so there are stuffs like model. We have to check what the model is. So inside pages we have app. Document app.tsx. Site layout. There was a command called Blitz.js Studio. So let me try to run that. npm run studio. Let's check what this is. Okay, so it is something called Prisma Studio and it is up at localhost 5555. So let's localhost 5555. Okay, so we have models, user and session. So if I go to user, so it has stored the. So this is a. So I can delete, add record. Okay. Hashed password, and we have a link with session. We can click go to sessions. So we can have tabs also. Very cool. Property. Let's follow the tutorial. Okay, so we'll write our first page, open the file this and put the following code in it. So we'll open app pages index.tsx. Okay, simplest possible page on Blitz. So this will refresh and we'll just have simple hello world. It's okay. To look at it, okay. Database setup by default. Databases are interested in the easiest choice. That when you want to use a scalable database to over the main solution database. Okay, now for now we can simply move on to the next section. Creating content. Blitz provides a handy command called generate for scaffolding out. Boilerplate code will use generate to create two new models, question and choice. A question has the text. Okay, so we are creating a voting app, right? So we'll have a question. It has the text of the question, a list of choices. Okay, multiple choice questions, and a choice has the text of the choice, a vote count, and an associated question. Okay. Okay. So what we have is we have a question. So let me open up something MCQ example. Why did the music stop? Yeah, let me come back after some time. choice question. This bold part is the question. This is a choice, and this choice is associated with a question. And what else does it have? It has the text of the choice, okay, and a vote count. So number of people who vote on it will have a vote count on this question. Yeah, we are not doing a question answer MCQ. We are using votes, right? We'll have a question and we'll have choices like Twitter polls, like Google poll, and an associated question, okay. Both models automatically come with an ID, a creation timestamp, and a last updated timestamp. Okay, so we can run this command. Let me go to our terminal and run blitz generate all question text as many. What does it do? To generate question which has text, I think, and a list of choices. Okay, so we are generating question. It has a field called text and has many choices. Yeah, so these three are automatically added by default. ID created at and updated at. We are actually using the text and the choices, which is a choice. Okay, so this is a model, this is a model. Okay, cool. So let's run this. Then we'll generate the choice model, the corresponding queries and operations. We'll pass a type of resource this time, as we don't need to generate pages for the choice model. So we are not generating all, we'll pass on resource because we don't need to generate types, pages. So what has it generated actually? We have questions also. Questions we have, all of these are automatically generated. Yes. So but we do not want to generate a new page for a choice, right? So we only want to generate this. So we'll have choice, we'll have text, we'll have votes, which is an integer, and it defaults to 0 and belongs to question. It's pretty self-explanatory. Run this. Default value 0 and it is assigned to a question. Okay. You can also edit the DB schema Prisma file instead of using generate or afterwards if further modifications are required. Now we need to migrate our database. Okay, this is a way of telling it that you have edited a schema in some way. Okay, so if you have edited our schema in some way, we need to migrate the changes to the database. So we run blitz.db migrate. When it asks you enter anything, okay. So let's run blitz db migrate. So I just want to check if we are using the generate command, it is making changes to the Prisma db schema.prisma file, and we can make changes to it manually also if you want to change something. So this user and session was already there when we created the app. Okay, and we have a question with ID created at hear my voice better? Okay, so what we have is we have a question field which is a question and relation fields, question ID, references ID. Okay, and a question ID which is an integer. Okay, so I think this two uh, depicts that a choice can belong to one question only. So we are using add relation and we are having fields. I think this we can understand better if we are looking at the documentation of Prisma better. And we have fields, and this is a question ID field, and it refers to the ID. Okay, so we have done, let me minimize this. So we have done this one. Okay, so let's do second. Okay, so this we have done. Okay, playing with the API. Now let's hop onto the interactive Blitz shell and play around the free API Blitz gives you. Okay, so this is again a new command, Blitz console. No questions are in the system. Await await db dot question dot find many. So it should return an empty array because we do not have any questions till now. Yeah, so we can create a new question. So this is just like JavaScript, I think. Yeah, this is just like JavaScript. So we'll create a question dot create and we'll pass this data to it. Okay. Okay, yeah, obviously we have a syntax error. Await dot await db dot question dot create paste and close this one. Is something wrong? Let me close this. Dot exit and again run Blitz console. I'll just copy paste this now. Okay. Now it will create a new object with ID created at, updated at, and text what's new. Okay, cool. So we have a queue. Then we can access queue.text. But I think it has not created it in the Prisma, the database. Let's refresh. So why is it not reflected? Do I need to restart? Why are only these two showing? Let me close and try it again. Okay, we can update the value, like we can do db.question.create, it will create a new one. We can do q equal to await db.question.update where id equal to 1. Okay, what do you want to update? We want to update the text. Okay, text, and we can do question.find minute return an array. So this is okay. Then fixing generated content before running the app again. Okay, so I think we have to give it a restart for it to show all of this. So if I go to question, we have a question. Okay, so this console thingy runs and creates stuff on the database also. Okay, we will not use that obviously. Before running the app again, we need to customize some of the content that is generated. Ultimately, these fixes will not be needed, but for now, we need to work around a couple of outstanding issues. Delete question. Prisma doesn't support cascading deletes in the context of the tutorial. It means that it doesn't delete the choice data, deleting a question. Okay, so we need to temporarily augment the generated delete question mutation in order to do this manually. Open up app questions mutations delete questions, app questions mutations delete question.ts. Add the following to your top of the function body. So like inside. Okay, okay, so we have question page. The generated page content doesn't actually currently use the actual model attributes if defined during generation. It will soon, but in the meantime, let's fix the generated pages. Jump over to app questions, pages, questions index, app questions, then pages, inside pages, questions, okay, questions, then index.tsx. Notice that a question list component has been generated for you. Yes, it has been. This won't work. Remember that the question model doesn't have any name field. Yeah, okay. So we can fix it with the text. Why doesn't this work? Okay. Let's apply a similar fix to app questions pages new.tsx. The form submission, await create question. Okay, let me copy this whole thing. So this is in order to create a new question. String is not assignable. Question ID edit. Const updated equal to. Okay. Great. Now let's go to the app. We have any errors? Slash questions. Okay. Let's go and see what is there in the questions. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, we can't read 500. Okay, we have an error. Query.js 371. Yeah, there were some errors. Set questions. Let's go to index first. So why do we have an error? So we have questions, right? I do something wrong? Set the new one. Why doesn't this work? Is there something wrong with this question? We have text. An argument but for context wasn't provided. This doesn't have any errors. Okay, this has some errors. What is the error? An argument for context wasn't provided. Update. Update question. Did it tell us to do something or change something in the mutation? Yeah, no, doesn't. It's really sad. Find many of undefined. Let me close the server and run. If I it is unable to find many, so inside the queries there must be some issue. Get questions. Yeah, dot many can't find it of undefined. Why can't you find it? Let's wait for this to run. Next day field with status 1. Okay, so directory not empty. Let me do rmrf dot blitz. Now let's do blitz start. Okay, so it has started the server. Let's try to fix this problem. Let's see how much time we have been streaming for. They've been streaming for 1 hour 46 minutes. Okay. Let's go to localhost 3000. Okay. We'll do slash questions. Okay. So it was a simple restart of the server which solved the question. So if we can go to question/1. Okay, and it is just showing us. I think we can edit it. Cool. So let's follow along with the tutorial. Write a minimal form. You are doing so great. Okay. Next thing we'll do, have to give some real input. At the moment it is giving every question the same name. Have a look at app questions components. Let's close all this. So what the structure of the app is actually? So we have an app folder. We don't have a source folder or anything like that. We have an app folder with auth stuff inside of auth. Then we have the models, and apart from the models we also have a pages folder which is for other pages like marketing pages or index pages, etc. And we have a layouts folder. Okay, I think this is the basic container kind of thing. And we have hooks folder which is for custom hooks. Okay, so let's go to questions, components, question form. Okay, delete the div that says footer form. Okay, let's delete this one and create some inputs. Cool. Finally, we are going to make sure that all our data is submitted. Let's go to new pages questions new.tsx. Okay. We'll replace the on submit handler. Where is the on submit? So we are passing in event try const question, then data. We are okay. Create this. Go to create question. We have data. Okay, and we have choice. This we want to create, right? So let's go to this. Yeah, we are not showing the choices, right? So we can, you need to manually let the client know that you want to query for nested relation. Change your get question.ts like inside the queries. Yeah. Okay, so get question. We have to paste this one. get questions. Let's get question input. Cannot find get question. Why is DB not defined now? Yeah, I think this is alpha software, so we shouldn't. Yeah, I think I'll come back to this after like the tutorial is fully correct, because I'm getting too much errors now. Get questions TB is not defined. Inside what? Oh shit, I had. Yeah, it was my bad. Let's continue. Inside the get question, we'll put this and get questions. We'll put this. Okay. Now hop back to our main questions page. You can list the choices of the selection. Question, questions page or question page. Inside the questions list component. Okay, so we'll paste inside beneath the link. Okay, I think now we can see our choices too. Let people vote on these questions. Okay, question is not defined in which page? Questions.js. Which page is this? Okay. Oh, I did it in the wrong place. Where is questions list? Okay. Yeah. Now open app questions pages. Questions, question ID, app questions pages, questions, question ID, okay, question ID. Where is the H1? So we do not have any question. This is odd because we have a question. Why is it showing? Where's questions? Use value query get questions. Get questions. Finding it maybe. So let me restart the server, guys. Let me refresh again to see if we are getting the question correctly. Okay, we have something that's 404. Actually, so it is not fetching the questions. Let me refresh. So we have a result, right? So So this is a rendering problem which is inside the index.tsx. Okay, yeah. While this doesn't exist on type, the question. Let me check the Prisma schema. We have, I don't know what the error is actually. Get questions. So what questions is returning? Is question dot find many. Console log these. We have undefined. Let me put the console log inside this. Okay, so why didn't this execute? So queries get questions, so this function should execute, right? Why doesn't this function execute? Weird. So get question is not able to console log anything. Okay, we are getting it here. So we have questions, don't have choices. Did I need to? I have not added. Okay, yeah. I don't remember adding any list in choices. So from that time it was saying us to do this. Invalid Prisma question, find one invocation. Set query.js or inside this. Why is it not showing the UL? Why is it null? This is weird. where is this? Okay, default function. Okay. So show question page is a function, right? Okay, so we are actually getting it in the console. Weird. Okay, so if question choices exist, then it will show, right? Property choices exists pro. Okay, so let's continue. We do not have the yes thingy. When did we add yes? Never created any choice, right? Yeah, we never created any choice. How did that happen? Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so oh wow, so we had to add that one in the tutorial. It is not written in the tutorial. Okay, so we'll add a button to vote. Let me change the sound. In our li, add a button. Okay. Okay, we have a vote button now. Let us import the update choice question. And we'll create an handle vote function inside the page, right? Then we'll change this one. Cool. So will this increase? me refresh it again. Okay, if I vote, yeah, so it is increasing. And if I go to question now, where are we showing the votes? Yeah, so it has this one vote. Can I increase it now? Okay, so this is cool. So we have completed the basic tutorial. Yeah, I know that we had not gone through all the stuffs, like we need to go stuff to learn Prisma, Next.js, but mainly React query. Go through Blitz.js docs. Okay, we can add styling or show more statistics. Okay, I want to actually deploy it, so I think we can deploy it on Heroku. Let me exit from here. So we have completed the tutorial. Let's agree to this. Okay. Create a new app. The name Blitz voting app. Okay. US. Let's create the app. Let's connect to GitHub. Should I install? Okay. Is this updated? Yep. Connect to this. Let's deploy, and in the resources, let's Postgres. Yeah, Heroku Postgres. Submit order. So how do we make an environment file? Add settings. I'll go to environment variables. Okay, what should be the name of that database URL, right? Yep. Yes. Okay. I have a Blitz real world app. Someone has already deployed that, so let me use that one as inspiration. We have to create a proc file. Do we need to do something else in the npx? Let's change the scripts. Yeah, we have to change the scripts. Okay. Blitz config. Do we have to change anything? Let's add this. Ready for deploy on Heroku. Did push. Okay, so we have this. Let's go to our Heroku deployment. Do I go to overview? Okay. So everything is all right till now, at least. So till now there is no error. Do we have an error? Prepping for launch. Okay. Okay, we have an error. It's a compilation error. Okay. So in line number 10 of get question.tx, tsx or ts. Line number 10, not this one. Where is okay? Okay, get question. Okay. Type undefined is not assignable. I think it will not run. Yeah. type question where input undefined is not assignable to type. We find this file. We do not have this file. Let me do a quick Google search about this. Can we do this? Nope. Still we have the same error.